Bagong team leader ka ba? Kapo-promote mo lang? Alam mo ba ang biggest mistake na ginagawa ng mga baguhang team leader in terms of coaching? Tara, pag-usapan natin.
Throw your hands up if you with it. Drop it.
In a BPO setup or a call center setup, pag na-promote ka as a team leader, definitely sasabak ka sa mga leadership training. And one of the training that you will undergo is coaching. Usually, sa mga training na ito, they will teach you how to use the SMART or the GROW coaching framework. And most often than not, since ito yung framework na tinuro sa'yo, ito yung gagamitin mo o ginagamit mo sa lahat ng klaseng coaching na ginagawa mo para sa mga agents mo. Pero alam mo ba, Papi, maraming klaseng coaching framework. Bukod sa SMART, meron GROW, merong Rafific, SBI, and marami pang iba. So for today, pag-usapan natin yung iba-ibang klaseng coaching framework. Baka makatulong sa'yo kung baguhan kang TL at kung litong-lito ka na sa buhay mo. Unahin natin yung walang kamatayang SMART coaching framework. Yung SMART, acronym yan eh. Kuha lang tayo ng props natin. Ito yung magic slate ni Cody. Hiramin ko muna, SMART. Okay, so kung baguhan ka, usually yan yung tinuturo sa training. Acronym yan. Yung S stands for specific. Yung M is measurable. Pasensya na kayo sa sulat ko. Yung A is achievable. So, SMART, specific, measurable, achievable. And then yung R is relevant. Relevant. And then of course yung T is time-bound. Hindi ko alam kung tama yung spelling ko. So yun yun. SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and then time-bound. So kailan ba dapat ginagamit ang SMART na coaching framework? Hindi sa lahat ng coaching situation dapat SMART ang gamit mo. Mas effective yung SMART dun sa mga situation where the expectation is vague. O vague, meaning unclear or lacking details. Hindi pwedeng dun sa coaching conversation mo with your agent, sabihin mo lang, so, agent, I need you to improve your performance. Huwag ka na lang mag-coaching kung ganun mo gustong kausapin yung agent mo, di ba? Malabo yun kasi nga dapat SMART, di ba? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So, paano natin gagawin yung SMART? So, syempre, ang unang-unang step into a coaching conversation is to set the tone. Paano nga ba? So, bago mo simulan nga yung coaching session, kailangan mong tandaan, never begin a statement that immediately puts people in defensive. Like, your performance is unacceptable. We need to talk about your performance. So, wag ganon kasi magiging defensive agad yung coach mo. Instead, need natin mag-create ng condition ng psychological safety. Wow, medyo big word yun. So, ano ba yung mga goods na starting statement pag gusto natin simulan yung SMART coaching conversation natin? I'd like to spend about 20 minutes talking about your performance and see what we can do together to help you succeed. O pwede ring, this isn't about finding fault. It's about figuring out what's working, what's not working, and how we can move closer to your goal. My goal today is to help you become more successful. Is it okay with you exploring that together? How do you feel about that? So, ganun yung mga questions na dapat binibitawan natin when we do the coaching conversation. Kasi we wanted to invite your coachee into a conversation, hindi litisin sila sa courtroom, di ba? Punta na tayo dun sa mismong acronym ng SMART. So, unang-una ron, specific. So, sa step na to, we need to define the specific. We need to identify kung ano ba talaga ang dapat i-improve. Iwasan natin yung mga broad statement like, improve mo naman yung performance mo. O kaya, galingan mo naman. Kailangan mo mag-engage. So, yung mga ganong klaseng statement, di yun nakakatulong sa coaching conversation mo. Bakit? Kasi yung mga ganong statements doesn't tell your coachee what success actually looks like. Instead, ang dapat mong gawin, narrow your focus to one measurable behavior or result. So, bigyan ko ulit kita ng mga sample questions. What do you think is the biggest challenge affecting your performance right now? So, yan. Gandang tanong yan. If we could improve just one thing over the next month, what would make the biggest difference? Good question yan. Which KPI or behavior should we focus on today? When you think of your best day at work, what were you doing differently? So, ano yung napansin nyo dun sa mga questions na yon? Lahat yon open-ended questions. Meaning, hindi siya answerable by yes or no. Diba? So, bakit natin ginagamit yung open-ended question? Kasi, that initiates critical thinking. Diba? So, mas nag-iisip siya pagka open-ended question ang tinatanong natin sa mga coachee natin. Instead of saying, improve your CSAT, you can say, let's focus on increasing your customer satisfaction score. Instead of saying, be better at sales, let's focus on improving your product recommendation rate. Di ba mas okay? Now, everyone knows what exactly what you're talking about. Na yung baby ko. Pero step 2, ano yung 2? M ng SMART, measurable. So, bakit measurable? Siyempre, if you can't measure it, how will you be able to improve it? Simple lang, di ba? Your coachee or your team needs a scoreboard. Kasi measurements create clarity. Ganun lang kasimple yung papi. Ikaw, subukan mo lang mag-basketball ng walang score. Di ba? Para ka lang tanga nun. Di mo alam kung sino yung lamang sa inyo, kung ikaw o yung kalaban mo. So, paano mo gagawin? Simple lang. I-present mo yung facts, iharap mo yung dashboard, and ask, where are you today? What does the report tell us? What would success look like in numbers? How will you know you've improved? Current CSAT is 88. Our target is 92%. Current conversion rate is 18%. Our target is 41%. Maybe instead of saying, let's improve your attendance, say, let's reduce your tardiness from 3 instances to 0 this month para yung progress is visible to the coachee. Step 3, achievable. Tandaan mo, Paps, goal should stretch people, not break them. An impossible goal breaks or destroys motivation. Pag sobrang dali naman ng goal, it creates complacency. So we need to find the sweet spot. So dapat natin itanong, do you believe that the target is realistic? Stopping you from achieving it today. What resources or support do you need? Have you ever achieved something close to this before? Sample conversation. Our goal for CSAT is 92. Scale of 1 to 5, how confident are you that you can hit the target? Pag sinabi sa'yo ni coach na 3, what will move your confidence from a 3 to say 4.5 or 4? Ganun yung line of questioning natin kasi we want to uncover barriers instead of assuming them. Number 4, relevant. So, bakit relevant? Kasi ang tao, magko-commit lang yan if they understand why the goal matters. If the goal only matters to the company, yung motivation is very weak. Dapat ikino-connect natin palagi yung goal to something meaningful to your coachee. So, kailangan mong tanungin yung coachee mo, why is this important to achieve? How will reaching this goal help you in your career? How will the team benefit? How will the customer benefit? Instead of saying management wants higher CSAT, say higher CSAT improves customers' trust. Strengthen your performance record. Puts you in a better position for recognition, incentive, and promotion. Always remember, people rarely work hard for a metric. They work hard for what the metric represents. 5. T for time-bound. So, bakit time-bound? Siyempre naman mga paps, a goal without a timeline is not a goal, it's a wish. Deadline creates urgency and accountability. Kaya kailangan ng time-bound. So, ano yung mga questions? When should we achieve this? What's a realistic timeline? When should we check our progress? Would weekly check-ins help? What milestones can we celebrate along the way? So, instead of saying, let's improve your CSAT someday, say, let's increase your CSAT from 88 to 92%. Within the next 4 weeks, then we will review your progress every, say, Friday. Ayun yung smart coaching, mga papi. Pero before we end this vlog, bigyan ko muna kayo ng mga kailangan nating, list ng mga kailangan nating iwasan whenever we do our coaching conversations with our agents or our employees. So number 1 na dapat nating iwasan, talking more than listening. So remember, dapat 80% of the time, yung coachee yung nagsasalita, hindi yung coach. Setting goals without asking for the employee's input. Creating goals that are too broad or very extremely hard to achieve. Focusing only on numbers instead of behavior. Waiting until the next monthly coaching session to follow up. Bad cheetah, huwag mong gawin yun. Ano yung final words natin dito? Smart is not about putting a check on all 5 boxes of the SMART acronym. It's about helping your coachee answer the 5 important questions. Number 1, what am I exactly trying to achieve? Specific. How will I know I'm making progress? Measurable. Can I realistically achieve this? Achievable. Why does this matter to me? Relevant. When will I accomplish it? Time-bound. Those 5 questions are answered clearly, people stop chasing vague intentions and start taking purposeful action. That's when coaching stops being a meeting and starts becoming meaningful. And yun lang muna for now. On our next video, pag-usapan naman natin yung Grow Framework. Interesado ako, anong feedback mo dito sa vlog natin? I-comment mo na lang down below and pa-subscribe na rin, mga papi. Lang, till the next budol. Peace!